Hi everyone, my name is Mario and I'm volunteering to be interviewed today on behalf of Explore Studio. We are currently working on a new game that will be published in December, the Kaiyo Mission, and so I'm happy to answer some questions.
So what do you do at Explore and for the Kaiyo Mission?
At the moment, I do a lot of testing and writing down things we find we still need to improve and we support as well some of the community building activities at the moment. The main development of the game has been finished quite some time ago, so we're really just improving based on feedback at the moment. So we get it as perfect as possible. At the moment, we're just starting to do our last final big testing campaign together with all the localizers, with some volunteering playtesters, and especially our lead designer and myself, we spent a lot of time testing.
And what motivated you to get into game development in the first place?
I suppose it was COVID who pushed us into the adventure. So I had a little time at my hands, and we also had the lockdown. So I started working on this together with our lead game designer. At the time, we had done some work on a research project, and we were thinking we should start developing a game with this topic, and that's what we did. I also wrote the science fiction story that is behind the game. That's how it actually started.
Great. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself when you're not developing games?
I'm normally into developing aircraft. So I'm an aerospace engineer, and I'm still working in the aerospace business. So for me, it is a very strong hobby. I really love it. I love the people also I was able to meet during the game development at conventions or different opportunities we had to exchange with other people. That's really nice. I really like the people in this community. In the indie game development community, especially, there are a lot of very, very diverse people from different backgrounds, and how passionate people are about doing this.
Nice. And what are some of your favorite games and why do you enjoy them?
One that has really influenced me and the whole family, I think, was Spyro. That was really one of the big games. Much later, then I found a lot of games that have really impressed me also, like Rhyme, for example. But I'm quite diverse in terms of the games I like. I have a big pile of games. It's a bit embarrassing, but I haven't got enough time to play them all as I would like to. And so mainly I'm into indie games.
So now we're going to move into some kind of fun, rapid fire questions. And the first one is, if you could move to another country for free, which would you pick?
Everywhere you move, basically, in the countries I've seen so far, there are always great things, and there might be things that are a bit annoying or not quite so good, but every time it is very enriching. So it's very tough to to ask me that question. I really like Japan, for example. So Japan, I like the people in Japan. I like in terms of game development, it's really very, very sophisticated in Japan. They have excellent courses for people who want to get into the business, and really excellent games also. The culture is really great, the game culture in Japan.
Incredible. So when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I suppose I mainly wanted to have something to do with aircraft. I was driving my parents mad with my passion for aircraft. I would have never thought I would have anything to do with games or so.
And if you could swap lives with anyone, who would it be?
I think I've got enough to do with my own life.
And final one, do you believe in aliens?
I think it is highly likely, given how large the universe is and how fast it expands. It's highly unlikely that there is not other life elsewhere. possibly even in abundance, of different degrees of maturity. But I think we should keep looking. We definitely should keep looking. But when we find it, the question is, what do we do then? How do we deal with it? And I hope we will be mature enough to go about it positively. Yeah, it's not about fighting against aliens. We have to try and get on with people.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for answering our questions today.
Pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
please do have a look at the Kaiyo Mission. We now have our Discord server. We will have more live events. The demo is already playable on Steam and on itch.io, and I believe also on Epic Games. So have a look. Please wishlist us if you like our game. And we're coming out on the 11th of December this year, 2024.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much for this interview. Bye.